Most people don't fail at becoming rich because they lack opportunity. They fail because they keep repeating behaviors that quietly guarantee financial mediocrity. Nobody teaches you this directly. You are told to work hard, save money, and be positive. But wealth is less about effort and more about avoiding specific traps. And the uncomfortable truth is this: most of those traps feel normal. They feel safe. They feel responsible. That's why they're dangerous. The first thing you must avoid if you want to be rich is lifestyle inflation. The moment your income increases, your expenses expand to match it. Bigger phone, better car, more expensive apartment, nicer vacations. You tell yourself you deserve it because you worked for it. And you're right, you did work for it. But wealth is built on the gap between what you earn and what you spend. If your lifestyle grows at the same speed as your income, that gap never widens. And without that gap, there is no capital. Without capital, there is no investment. Without investment, there is no compounding. Rich people don't upgrade their lifestyle first. They upgrade their assets first. The second thing to avoid is trading time for money without an exit plan. A job is not a wealth strategy. It is a cash flow source. If your entire financial life depends on you showing up every day, you are not building wealth. You are renting stability. The wealthy focus on leverage: businesses, investments, equity, systems. Something that continues producing value even when they are not physically present. If your income stops the moment you stop working, you are one illness, one crisis, one burnout away from financial reset. Wealth requires assets that work even when you don't. The third thing to avoid is emotional spending. Most purchases are not logical. They are emotional. You buy to feel successful. You buy to feel rewarded. You buy to feel validated. Marketing understands this better than you do. It sells identity, not products. Every impulsive purchase is a withdrawal from your future freedom. It may feel small in isolation, but repeated emotional spending destroys capital accumulation. Wealth requires delayed gratification. And delayed gratification is not about deprivation, it's about discipline. The ability to say no today so you can say yes to bigger opportunities tomorrow. The fourth thing you must avoid is staying financially uneducated. School does not teach you about taxes, investing, asset allocation, risk management, or business structures. If you never actively study money, you will always operate at a disadvantage. The wealthy understand the rules of the system. They understand how money flows. They understand how to make money work for them. If you avoid financial education because it feels boring or complex, you are choosing ignorance over leverage. And ignorance in finance is expensive, very expensive. The fifth thing to avoid is fear-based decision-making. Many people avoid investing because they are afraid of losing money, so they keep their cash sitting idle. Inflation silently reduces its value every year. Doing nothing is also a financial decision, and often the most damaging one. Risk is not something you eliminate, it is something you manage. Wealth requires calculated risk. It requires stepping into markets, businesses, and opportunities with strategy, not paralysis. Playing too safe guarantees slow decline. Intelligent risk-taking creates growth. The sixth thing to avoid is trying to look rich instead of becoming rich. There is a difference. Looking rich is about perception. Becoming rich is about ownership. Social media has amplified this confusion. People finance luxury cars, designer clothes, and high-end lifestyles to project success. But projection is not possession. Many people who appear wealthy are financially fragile. True wealth is quiet. It sits in equity, investments, real estate, ownership stakes, and diversified portfolios. If your financial strategy is built around impressing others, you are building an image, not a foundation. The seventh and most dangerous thing to avoid is short-term thinking. Wealth is not built in months. It is built in decades. Compounding requires time. Businesses require time. Market cycles require time. Most people quit strategies before they mature. They jump from one opportunity to another chasing fast gains. They panic during downturns. They celebrate too early during upswings. The wealthy think long term. They understand volatility is temporary, but discipline is permanent. If your decisions are driven by weekly emotions instead of long-term strategy, your finances will always feel unstable. Here's the uncomfortable part. None of these habits feel destructive in the moment. Lifestyle inflation feels rewarding. Emotional spending feels satisfying. Avoiding risk feels safe. Looking rich feels powerful. Short-term thinking feels exciting. That's why so many people stay stuck. Poverty rarely announces itself dramatically. It grows quietly through repeated small decisions. Wealth is not built by doing extraordinary things once. It is built by avoiding destructive behaviors consistently. It is built by protecting capital, by thinking long-term, by building assets, by controlling emotions, by increasing financial intelligence, by separating identity from spending. If you truly want to be rich, stop asking what you should do next. Start asking what you need to stop doing immediately. Because your income may increase with effort, but your wealth only increases with discipline. If this shifted the way you think about money, subscribe Capitro Mind for deeper financial breakdowns. And comment one habit you're eliminating starting today.